is the liquid of life. We all need it to survive. Water, choose water first. Water, we all know it is precious. Should be enjoyed by all of us. Talking about water, choose water first. Water.
Today on Water Wednesdays, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of this water protection and land use zoning policy. Yeah, we know it's new, and you've been getting a lot of information during those virtual town hall meetings recently held. Now, to give you a bit more detail and go into what exactly happens in Zone A to E, we have Alex Ifill. He's a water quality technologist with the BWA. Alex, good to have you back. Let's look at these zones, A, B, C, D, and E.
Right.
Let's start with A.
Right. Yes, and in 1963, Barbados was one of the first countries in the world to develop a comprehensive groundwater protection program aimed at protecting its citizens from biological contamination of its water supply. Now, 1961 is a long time ago, and Barbados has changed significantly. We have one of the highest population densities in the world, and we have limited water resources. So to protect the water resources of the country, we have now developed a more comprehensive water resources management plan. And therefore, that has come along with a new zoning system. No longer zone 1 to 5, but zone A, B, C, D, and E. In zone A, this is the most restrictive zone. This is basically for Barbados Water Authority facilities. Of course, there are existing residents in those areas, but they will be subjected to a higher level of treatment of the groundwater. Next to that, going up in the alphabetical order, is Zone B, which is the biological control zone. In Zone A, you'll have about 200 days travel time from the edge of the zone to a well source. In Zone B, this is about 300 days. This gives time for any bacteria or some viruses to be killed off before they reach the station. And therefore, we then add our chlorination. Just outside of that, Zone B, is the Zone C. Again, C, chemical. This is the chemical control area, where you have protection of up to 600 days travel time to the well. And here is aimed at protecting the water from hard to degrade organic chemicals. However, as I say, Barbados is very densely populated, so there are people in this area. And there's activity going on in this area. So there must be a more comprehensive chemical management plan where farmers and households will have a better practice for their disposal methods. Farmers will be encouraged to use best management practices to avoid contamination of the groundwater. Zone D is that area that is focused on recharge of the aquifer, where most of the water is captured. And as you see the maps, you will see that Zone D extends onto the coastal plain. This extension shows you the connection between water from the rain at the top of the island going straight to the coast, with the potential, if contaminated with chemicals, to negatively impact ordinary shore, which is a situation important to our tourism development and to our local livelihoods and the fish folk that use the marine space. Zone E does not necessarily focus on groundwater, but again is a comprehensive program. So it is not only groundwater, but it is surface water also. Zone E is into the Scotland Panhandle or the Scotland District. As the rain falls, you have significant movement of dirt and chemicals into the sea space. And therefore, we must control that, because that also impacts the coast.
And as soon as this new piece of legislation is passed governing this new water protection and land use zoning policy, we will give you the full details right here on Water Wednesdays, but you already know what to expect. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing with us today. To view this or previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to our Facebook or Instagram pages for additional information, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can find us there.